Today is February 3rd, 2022, and this is what my body looks like today from the vengeance of all those that come against me, like Job. They did Job. This is what's happening. They sent stuff to eat up my body, to eat my flesh up. Yep. I don't know how much I could see the light come. See the light coming on me? See the light coming through the window on me? I'm trying to take the picture so you'll see what the enemy has done. But look at how the light is coming in on me. Confirming, but who can? If God is for me, who can be against me? This is a part of the journey. It's a part of the journey. So I can. I don't have nobody to take the picture for me. It's all over my breasts, over my back, over my face, going down. You see, I'm not a liar. See the light coming through the window? I don't know. Let me see how I could get to do this. Oh, I hope I do nothing. See the light coming through the window? This is the light that is coming through the window and coming down from the heavens on me through the window. Like Job, man, y'all don't know what I've been through with. But I ain't been through nothing what Job been through. These things, like worms or whatever it is, come to try to eat up your flesh. I will wait upon the Lord, for he'll renew my strength and my flesh, body, mind, spirit, and soul. This is a part of the journey. It's written that these things would happen and come upon us. God said when he sent the curse and the blessing. See that? So I come outside and I look up to the heaven. I give Almighty God thanks this day and every day for the blessings and the curses, because it's from the Lord. It's from the Lord. Psalms 27. David praises God for deliverance. Not man, not woman, not prophet, not priest. David praised God. Psalms 27. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Who? Just tell me who. The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, you hear what God say? When the wicked, even mine enemies, I told you all it's my enemies, and my foes come upon me to eat up my flesh. Y'all see it? The book, this word is alive and living. So you see the words in the book match what is happening to my flesh. When the wicked, I'm going to read two again. When the wicked, even mine enemies and my foe come upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumble and fell. Though an host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. One thing I have desire of the Lord, that I will seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. Behold, the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple. 5. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me. He's done it. He's keep doing it. Hide me in his pavilion. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock, and now shall mine head be lifted up above mine enemies around about me. Therefore will I offer in his tabernacle sacrifices of joy. I will sing praise unto the Lord. Hear, O Lord, when I cry. With my voice have mercy also upon me, and answer me. When thou sayest, seek ye my face, my heart said unto thee, thy face, Lord, will I seek. 9. Hide not thy face far from me, but not thy servant away in anger. Put not thy servant away in anger. Thou hast been my help. Leave me not, neither forsake me, O God of my salvation. 10. When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. That day had done, from I was 9 years old. Teach me thy way, O Lord, and lead me in a plain path because of mine enemies. 12. Deliver me not over unto the will of mine enemies, for false witnesses are risen up against me, and such as breathed out cruelty. I have fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Oh my God, right now they're piercing my flesh. Oh my gosh. I wake up through the night, they wake me up, digging and gnawing into my flesh. And I cry out, Father, help me, please. Help me, help me, help me. 13. I fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. And after I finished saying the Lord's Prayer, trust me, I have no idea what happened, where it gone. I go back into a deep sleep. Before I'm finished praying, I'm off in a deep sleep, and whatever agony I'm in, it takes it away. The prayer takes it away. The Lord is truly my shepherd. I shall not want. 14. Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Deuteronomy 30. Mercies, promise. And I could show you, I could tell you people, I can tell you without a doubt, without a doubt. God has set this whole thing up. Whole thing. He's ordered our footsteps. Don't care if it look good or evil. Watch and see what I read. He has done this to bring the enemy down. Deuteronomy chapter 30. Start at verse 1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessings, which I have many blessings, count your many blessings, name them one by one. There's so many that I can't even count them. But it's written here. Let me read that again, because I have another testimony to share with you about how they've tried to cut my bread, the children's bread. It's just unbelievable, the wicked and the evil things but let me read this over again. And when I read this, I want you all to listen very, very carefully. No man, no angel, nothing in hell or in heaven can do anything to anyone unless God's permitted. And if God has permitted, He has permitted for prophecy to be fulfilled for His honor, for His glory, and for His good purpose. What has happened to me, the enemy inflict me and inflict other people and the whole world, but they could not do it unless the Lord permits it. And if He permits it, remember this, it's for His honor and for His glory. So, here we go. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessings and the curses which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether the Lord thy God had driven thee to, and shall return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey His voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart and with all thy soul. That then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord thy God had scattered thee. God did it. God did it. God did it. If any of thine be driven out unto the uttermost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy God gather thee, and from thence will He fetch thee. And the Lord thy God will bring thee unto the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and He will do these good and multiply thee above thy fathers. And the Lord thy God will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed to love the Lord thy God with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies. So, you see what's going to happen there? Because the enemy did it. And on them that hate thee, which persecute thee, and thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord, and do all His commandments which I commanded thee this day. And the Lord thy God will make thee plenteous in every work of thine hand, in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy hand of land for good. For the Lord will again rejoice over thee for good, as he rejoiceth over thy fathers, if thou shalt hearken unto voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which are written in this book of the law, and if thou turn unto the Lord thy God with all thine heart and with all thy soul. 11. For this commandment which I command thee this day, in it is not hidden from thee, neither is it far off. It is not in heaven, that thou shouldest say, who shall go up for us to heaven and bring it unto us, that we may hear it and do it. Neither is it beyond the sea, that thou shouldest say, who shall go over the sea for us and bring it unto us, that we may hear it. Also do it. But the word is very nigh unto thee, in thy mouth and in thy heart, that thou mayest do it. See, I have set before thee this day life and good. You all hear that? Life and good, and death and evil. In that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments and his statutes and his judgment, that thou mayest live and multiply, and the Lord thy God shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it. But if thine heart turn away, so that thou willest not hear, but shall be drawn away and worship other gods and serve them, I denounce unto you this day that ye shall surely perish, and that ye shall not prolong your days upon the land whither thou passest over Jordan to go to possess it. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and curses. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live, that thou mayest love the Lord thy God, and that thou mayest obey his voice, and that thou mayest cleave unto him. For he is thy life and the length of thy days, that thou mayest draw in the land, that thou mayest dwell in the land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham and Isaac and to Jacob, to give them. Deuteronomy 32, chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. 41.